in the media center by our Dodge Nationals Pro Stock Motorcycle winner. Eddie Krawiec defeated Corey Reed in the final round. It's his 4th win of 2016, his 35th career victory. Your 4th victory here in Reading, 2009, 2012, 2014, here this weekend. Eddie is a 3-time Pro Stock Motorcycle World Champion. He moved up to 2nd in the points, just 38 points behind Andrew Hines, the points leader. Eddie, congratulations. Big day, big win.
Yeah, it sure was. You know, I tell everybody, I try not to think about the points. I even tell my teammate that. I don't even look at them, to tell you the truth. Once we get into the countdown, I just sort of try not to even pay attention to any of that. You just, because if you do, you get caught up with it, you're going to start thinking about things that you shouldn't. So my main goal this weekend here was come and win. You know, if you win races in the countdown, you're going to be fighting for the championship when you get to Pomona, and that was the key. This was a big day for all of our team, actually. You know, Andrew and myself getting past round 1. You know, when you draw on gel and chip in round 1, you know, you don't say, oh, well, this should be easy. This should be no problem this weekend. And you know, for me, it was definitely. I was on a mission first round because my deal was I knew if I went past first round, I could keep the momentum and keep it rolling. So me and Angel exchanged some words, had some friendly words in the pits. You know, I told her what I was going to do to her, and I kept true to my word. Basically, you know, it's about having good friendship going out here, but it's serious business. We're out here to race, and I'm here to get the job done.
Is that the first time you and Star Racing have exchanged words?
No, not at all. Definitely not. But you know, I told her, I said, I'm going to cut your head off, and it'll be rolling around down there at about 1,000 foot when I go through the finish line. So, you know, it was like, did my job, 002 on the starting line, and that's what it was all about. I think that set the pace. I actually did a really good driving job this weekend, and you know, I guess I got my head out of my butt, you know, and finally focused and got the job done. You need to be in the countdown. You should be no worse than 20s. And I wasn't. 26 was my worst light of the day, so I'm pretty pumped about that. You know, to go 002, then go right 24 and then teen, and then right back into the final round there. I also had a great motorcycle under me. Mike Review had a nice, did an awesome job too all weekend, as well as Andrew. You know, we collaborate on both motorcycles and do the best we can. And the position that we were in this weekend, we knew we might only get one qualifying session in, and to come off the truck and knock out a 1 and 2 of the session, go into the day, you know, rolling. Although you really think like, hey, I'm going to be 1 and 2, we should have some easier bikes first round. It didn't work out that way, but at the end of the day, it all worked out.
Questions for Eddie Krawiec, name and affiliation, our Pro Stock Motorcycle winner.
And it's Ryan Ribby from the Reading Eagle. Did Andrew say anything going into that final with Corey? I mean, obviously he had a bad time in the semifinals.
Yeah, he told me to get the job done. You know, that's the way our team works, and it is a whole team effort. If I can't win, I want him to win. If he can't win, he wants me to win. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about getting our sponsor Harley Davidson and all our guys back to the shop, because there's a lot of people. I get the effort and all that we put into our program. You know, I get all the pats on the back, and I also, when I screw up, I also get yelled at like, hey, you screwed up. But you know, there's a lot of guys in our program that make it happen. So anytime we win, we both root for each other.
Bill Hunnicky has a great part for us. Is it 002 like almost flirting with disaster, or does it just mean that you were in the zone?
No, that was flirting with disaster. I don't race like that. I was trying to be probably 10 to 15 is where I was looking to be first round. And I'm the first one to tell everybody, I'm not a 00 racer. I will not go out there. The reason why it was 00 is because, well, we turned it up an extra 100 RPM, and the track is so tight this weekend from being so cold that it actually helps hit the bike and hit the tire really hard and get you moving faster. So that was the big thing for us. The bikes, that's the trouble. You get to a certain area where they try to pull the front end out of the beam rather than rolling through the beam. So when you're on a little bit of a greasier track, it tends to break the beam rolling forward. On a track like this, it tends to pull the tire up and break the beam. So you know, I'd say I got lucky first round. I was trying to be low teen. That was where I was looking to be.
Okay, Stan Creekman with with the outside box. Corey Reed's very first final run. Did he concern you at all? And what was it like when you made your first final run?
Well, it's actually an interesting question. My first final round was Atlanta, and it was similar conditions. It was rainy. It was all day. We were going through all sorts of headaches, and I remember, you know, I actually won with Jack Beckman and a couple other people, and the main thing is you need to keep your composure. You know, there's a lot of final rounds. I went to 2 years worth of final rounds, which was probably like 6 or 7 of them, and never got a win. His will come. I mean, he's a good racer. He's going and doing his own deal, but I believe he will. He's a great rider. You saw he's on the tree. You know, and when there's people like that, they have nothing to lose. And when you're racing somebody that has nothing to lose, that's the person that's dangerous because they're going after it. I like racing that person that starts thinking about it. Well, you know, I gotta, you know, I could possibly win or lose points or do something like that because they tend to fumble. And that was sort of the way I was racing this weekend. I had nothing to lose. I was sitting back further in points. I just had to come out here and get the job done. And that's, I believe that's why I was teens and 20s most of the day and doing my job.
Eddie, you're from New Jersey. I'm Anthony with the Capital Sports Report. You're from New Jersey. Antoine's from New Jersey. Vincent's from New York. You talk about winning close to home. It's not very for the park, but it's the closest.
Yeah, but it is. It's still home to me. You know, I got a lot of friends and family that come out and support me here. I've done really well at Reading. Reading has been one of those tracks that just works for me. I feel comfortable. I'm in a good zone and a good groove here. So anytime you can win with a lot of locals, you know, all of you know, coming from Englishtown and growing up there my whole life, I got tons of bracket racers coming by the trailer all weekend. Everybody just saying hi and stopping in. And to do it with all those guys, I'm riding up the road as I was getting pushed up each round, and everybody's cheering me on. It makes you feel good. It's something that you definitely appreciate and you don't take for granted because it's not often that you can get the job done at a home track.
Eddie, you're 38 points out of the lead, second in the point standings. A few moments ago, you said if you can't win, you want Andrew to win. Andrew's the champ. You guys got 5 world championships. But at some point, it may come down to the two of you. You got 3 races to go. What's it going to take? You know better than anyone what you're up against.
Well, I'm going to tell him just like I told my other competitors, I'm here to cut your head off because I'm going after you. You know, and that's what it's going to take because he's riding, in my opinion, at the top of the level that you can be, you know, and he's doing a phenomenal job. You know, every once in a while you have a bad day, and he doesn't have that often. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be back with a vengeance at the next couple. But, you know, the main goal here for me is to just stay focused, roll forward. I said it years ago to Angel, you know, you got to be determined and you got to just have that fire behind you and not care what anybody else says, does, or is going to do or tells you they're going to do. So when I start doing that, people start thinking about it. They start talking about it. That tells me they're focused on me, not themselves. So when that happens, it's perfect. Playing into my game, so game on, let's go.
Do you think it's important in our modern culture that we say that cut the head off is a figure?
You know, that's a reference on the starting line, just because, you know, you're leaving there. But, you know, all the Jersey boys, we had a saying, you know, it was, you know, split your wig and cut your head off, you know, because I'm going to move right around you.
Now, what if Andrew says that to you first and tries to do a cycle job on you?
We race, I believe, when we race each other, me and him, it's no holds barred. We're both trying to go 00. So I know when he races me, he's doing the best he can to give it to me. And I'm going to do the same to him. And all of our races usually are thousandths of a second off the starting line and at the finish line. And when that happens, it puts a smile on my face because I can accept, and just like he can, when you get beat by your teammate, you know what they're capable of, you know what they have. We both make each other better racers, and I think that's what can separate us from some others, because sometimes people get all caught up in that. And when you feel your teammate can make you better, I think it just shows you how and everything comes together.
Eddie, congratulations on getting the victory here. National victory races remaining. We know it's